Nah, Jay. And what these haters talking about. And what these suckers talking about.
Hey, yo, what's good with everybody, man? I hope everybody's having a productive day, feeling blessed, and like I always say, it's one life, one chance. We only got one chance to do this right. Let's get it done. So with that being said, man, I'm going to answer one of my subscribers' questions, right? He's an individual that likes to criticize me a lot, and we have general conversations. Like I talk back to him in the comment section, but this one was interesting, and he gave me a great topic. With that being said, hit that subscribe button, hit that like, always leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Check the links in the description for my Apple and Spotify music. Go ahead and run my streams up, and you can check out my playlist section on my YouTube channel. Check out my music right there. Thank you guys for you guys' time, but most importantly, thank you guys for you guys. Now, this subscriber right here, I mean, he comments on a lot of my videos, whatever I drop. Most of the time, it's pretty bad. I can't really remember a time, maybe once or twice, he's mad to support something that I said. But when it comes in regards to me talking about Mexican Mafia and the politics, dirty politics, big homie politics, active politics in general, he does criticize me. But like I said, he's entitled to his opinion. And then sometimes he gives me good debates in the comment section. And it's comments like them that help me better educate myself and help me prep a bigger conversation, a bigger perspective, and a different message when I'm providing it for YouTube. This is what he said. He said, let me tell you why the MA is needed and well respected. Because if it wasn't for the mainline and the big homies that take care of business, the streets would be way crazier. Like drive-by shootings would be out of control for one, and people wouldn't respect family members and stuff like that. But that's why the homies are respected, so stop smutting up all the big homies' names. Funny thing is, y'all don't know everyone that's a carnal. Y'all just mentioned the most common and oldest names for your information, but you got it half right, so you're half wrong also. Just saying. He actually got a point. He does got a point. Mexican Mafia keeps certain things in line, only when it benefits them, though. See, you said they take care of business. Well, all they did was take a playbook out of the government, out of other mafias, like the Italians, and created it a business. See, all you are to them is a dollar sign. All you are to them is a soldier that's willing to take orders. See, they got Southern California and Sureños and Southsiders established with a militant mindset, just like the NF has Norteños established with the militant mindset. What do they teach you in the army? To respect the authority in charge, right? To follow all commands, to carry out all orders without question. Now, I can use terms like brainwash. I can use terms like manipulated. I can use plenty of terms to describe how the mind is enslaved by these leaderships and by these hierarchies. The funny thing about it is Norteños and Sureños want to become big homies. If they're as active as they say they are, and they participate as they're supposed to, and they're as loyal and willing to sacrifice as much as everybody else has, as much as these carnales that they look up to have, do you really think they have room for everybody that wants to become a carnal? So you're going to see a lot of individuals that are loyal never make it to their positions. But for one, they're not going to give up. They're not going to open up the books to everybody, only a select few. So you got thousands of manpower willing to fight to get their name in that book, to get them books open, willing to slaughter each other in the process to get that book, to get their name in that book. See, the thing about it is you can't admit that a lot of Sureños got done dirty in the process of these individuals becoming made men, becoming Mexican Mafia members. See, you're only going to think about, the aspect that, yeah, we take care of business. We stop drive-by shooting. Yeah. Just because it's not in the news media frequently, and just because a lot of YouTubers haven't talked about specific cases that have been done locally, doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. Some of the videos that I've dropped were just a couple years ago when individuals were shooting innocent people. Innocent little girls were dying at the hands of gang violence and street crime and drive-bys. But you'll be quick to say, hey, bro, the big homie's going to take care of that fool, and they're going to greenlight the hood, and then they're going to pay their taxes. That's it. And then it just gets washed under the rug. You don't realize the impact that gang life has on society. See, the Mexican Mafia has instilled fear, discipline, and intimidation in Sureños. And what does Sureños do? Hey, we need to make extra money for these big homies. These big homies want these aspects done. So what did you guys go do? Use them same tactics and went and instilled fear and intimidation on regular gente, your own people. It's brown color. How many people do you guys tax down there? See, while the big homies taxing your barrio and taxing you just so you can say you're a Sureño. But if you think about it, Sureños were made as warriors to fight the agenda that the Mexican Mafia couldn't fight because they were slammed down. In the same sense that the NF created Norteños to fight their agenda on the main lines because they were slammed down. See, Norteños and Sureños were created out of warfare, for warfare, to secure these main lines. But since they wanted to take these agendas that were supposed to be for the prison system and take them to the streets, now they become even more abusive and arrogant in their business by extorting street vendors, making businesses pay for protection. Do you really think you protect these businesses? Is a Sureño neighborhood going to be there that the same day that I choose to rob that business store that you guys are protecting? No, I'm going to do it spontaneously, rob it, get it for what I need, move to a different city, go get high and party like crazy. You didn't protect them, but you're going to go over there and collect your money and say, look, it won't happen again. We're going to go take care of it, make them some fake promises. I mean, look at F-13. They're going over to this infamous, notorious, famous swap meet and taxing all the vendors there. For what? Why is somebody else's hardworking money have to go to your big homies' pockets? See, it doesn't go to you. It goes to your big homies. That's their business. It's not your business. You just take care of business for them. Just like Norteño neighborhoods and Sureño neighborhoods, you got to pay a neighborhood tax. First of all, they gave you the blessings for you to create a hood, for you to have a hood in your city, and then represent the theyre, represent the south side, but it comes with a price. So you pretty much have to pay to be your own man. You have to pay to uphold the identity that they created for you, but that only serves them, that serves their business. They may have put a ceasefire on drive-by shootings, but they sure in the hell didn't stop the blue on blue that's going on, that body of warfare that's still taking place. Do you think they really care of what neighborhoods in LA or down south are going at it with one another? LA going at it with San Diego, LA going at it with San Bernardino in the IE car. A lot of Sureños just go to county jail and say, yeah, man, I'm in here for shooting and or taking the life of an enemiga. Oh yeah, I'm finna go do 25 years and go work for a carnal. And when you get there and you start putting in work for a carnal, that carnal just overlooks what you did. He don't really care what you did. It's only a simple fact that you got 25 to life and you're willing to work, you're willing to sacrifice, you're willing to become a camarada, and you're willing to make money for him. At the end of the day, that's all you are. You're a dollar sign. So of course, yeah, they stand on business because you are their business. Just like the NF with their subliminal indoctrinations and their leadership positions have manipulated the masses to believe everything they're doing is for a greater cause, a greater purpose. In all actuality, they're just exerting brute force on the manpower just for money. See, you have your own opinion because you probably stand firm in your beliefs, and I respect you for that. I honestly do, and I love when you criticize me because it allows me to dig deeper within myself, within my belief system, with the perceptions that I'm actually obtaining by doing these kind of videos. But the overall is just, you're just combating me. You're only combating me for the things that I say on YouTube. But if you look at every subject that I talk about when it comes to the NF and the Mexican Mafia, look at the vast majority of the audience and their opinion. They see what I see. You're just choosing to see what you want to see because you're involved in the lifestyle. And you know that's the part of the lifestyle. That's what you were raised on. That's what you grew up in. That's what you were taught. So you don't know no better. You may have a lot of Sureño neighborhoods, just like Norteños have some Norteño neighborhoods that protect certain aspects of, the people's business. But all you are is making them pay money to protect them. Why couldn't you do that freely? Instead, you want to extort them for the money. If you're big homies and you yourself are a firm believer on protecting these businesses that are ran by Mexicanos, raza, Latinos, whoever it is that you're protecting, you should be protecting your neighborhood on the basis that it's your neighborhood, not for a dollar sign, not to put money on your big homies' books. And honestly, I think you're taking a lot of other things out of context. See, I'm telling stories that my subscribers provided for me about Mexican Mafia members and their scandalous dealings. Yeah, they're very popular names. They're very popular profiles. And these are subjects that people want to just shed light to and show the world what these individuals are capable of. You and along with other people that are firm in the belief systems like you are, just don't want to see the truth for what it is because you're still part of the lifestyle. And I commend you for that. You're going to have to learn the hard way. And then when you do get crossed up and you come back to my comment section, be like, hey, bro, I got done dirty. I'm not going to be right here and be like, hey, bro, I told you so. Hey, bro, that's what you get. No, I'm going to be like, hey, well, now you understand what everybody else was talking about and what everybody else seen, but you didn't. See, the fact of the matter is these organizations are going to continue to exist. They're going to continue to exploit the blood, sweat, and tears of Sureños and Norteños. That's not going to stop. But if you're comfortable with letting one of your little cousins, your little brothers, or your little sister maybe even your kids join this lifestyle and have to go through what these Mexican Mafia members and these NF members are willing to put them through, then that's on you, bro. You can allow that to weigh heavy on your conscience. But I'll be damned if I raise my son into a lifestyle where I know that he's just going to be used and abused and discarded, that he's expendable. No, I'm going to teach my son how to value himself as a man, because I didn't. I chose to join a gang life and a gang culture and seek brotherhoods time and time again just to get done dirty in the process. And at the end, I'm just here by myself, a man on YouTube, creating content, creating dialogue with people that are more interesting than a profile of a Mexican Mafia member who's doing dirty politics. I do these videos because it allows me to engage with my audience, and it allows me to become better educated and develop better friendships than just looking for a homeboy from a neighborhood to be my homie. Don't forget, bro. Don't forget that you are who you are because they say you are who you are. They allow you to be who you are. You don't know how fast you can go into that lifestyle and go to prison and try to impress these big homies, and they can just take that identity away from you like that. It happens to Norteños all the time. Just like that situation that happened in Salinas Valley. What if it wasn't a Mexican Mafia member that was disrespecting a black and the black took off on him? What if it was a Sureño that just got drunk and decided to disrespect another ethnicity and kick off a race riot? Do you really think they're gonna overlook the fact that you undermined their policies, their protocols, instigating racial warfares, gang warfares, and interrupting their businesses, causing institutional searches, and they lose their cell phones? Do you really think they're gonna preserve you? Do you really think they're gonna salvage you? Or just give you a slap on the wrist and say, hey, bro, here's a calentada. You're here, hey, bro, here, go on this mission real quick and clean it up. No, you're gonna get blasted for the simple fact that it was a Mexican Mafia member who did it, who acted upon, aggression, his emotions, alcoholism. You ain't got no room to question it, so all you do is say, hey, bro, if he tells me to go, I'm gonna go. Because the possibilities of you yourself or any other Sureño for that matter wanting to become a big homie, in the same sense, Norteños, trying to become a big homie, become an NF member, your chances are very small when there's a lot of people trying to take that same spot that you want. And it's funny that when these gang wars stop and these racial wars stop in the penal system, and these riots, the Mexican Mafia and the NF are going to go right back to doing what they do, removing their own. And you're going to be right there on the yard removing another Sureño. Since you can't go to war with a Northerner no more, since you don't go to war with Paisas no more, since your guys' primary focus is other ethnic groups, well, until that escalates into a riot again, your main job, your main objective is to make them money or take out one of the ones that they don't want in the program anymore, a fellow Sureño. So that if that's how you want to live for the rest of your life, is taking out your own people and taking out your own homies who you probably grew a bond with because this big homie don't want them on the yard no more, that's fine. You're more than welcome to do that. What I'm trying to encourage is these individuals that haven't took the opportunity to take a trip to prison and learn the lifestyle. I'm just giving them a glimpse of reality so they can make a decision now saying, you know what, I'd rather not. I'd rather not. See, you're okay with people following a lifestyle and going to prison. Me, I'm 36 years old and put myself in one of the most ugliest predicaments that I'm trying to get out of, but at least I learned. At least I grew up. At least I better educated myself to understand, like, you know what? I don't want to be that person telling these youngsters that they go to prison, become a big homie, and start stabbing your own homies. Instead, I just want to be the individual to say, hey, bro, don't go to prison, bro. It's not even worth it, bro. Enjoy your freedom, bro, because I threw 15 years of my life away, active for 8 years on the main line, the last 7 SNY, and I got done dirty by both brotherhoods. So I actually speak from experience and education that nobody should be trying to join these lifestyles, period. If you can't see the fact that there ain't no true loyalty, there is no definition of real loyalty in this lifestyle, then I'm sorry that your life's going to continue to be the way it is. And until you get done dirty, you're more than welcome to throw your life away. You're your own man. If you continue to praise and worship these individuals, by all means, bro. I'm not telling you not to. I'm just shedding light about these individuals to the individuals who shouldn't get into this lifestyle, who shouldn't be a part of this lifestyle, who still have a chance. And I'm not going to stop because you dislike my content, you dislike everything that I'm saying, and you think that all I'm doing on YouTube is creating smut campaigns against organizations. Well, guess what? Both organizations done me dirty. SNY organizations done me dirty. No matter what gang or what lifestyle you decide to join, your homies are always the ones that are going to do you dirty. I'll point this out, though. I actually got paperwork. It's about this thick, of a race riot that I was into. It was Southerners from down south, homies from up north, and Paisanos, and myself. All STG groups on the SNY went at it with the blacks. 50-man riot. So I know what it's like to fight wars. I know what it's like to get rushed by sureños before this end of hostilities. I know what it's like to go to war with skinheads. I know what it's like to go one-on-one with one of my cellies who was a racist skinhead that tatted up my head and started to get disrespectful because he got high. Trust me, I've been through a lot. So I'm allowed to explain and share my experiences of what I went through so the next person doesn't have to. If you choose to go through life not creating a positive message and creating a positive stance and just want to be negative, then there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can say to convince you otherwise. You're going to be the man you want to be. So go all the way. But making a comment and always criticizing me on YouTube for the simple things I say, it's not gonna amount to nothing. Yeah, I acknowledge it, but I acknowledge you as a person. I don't care what affiliation you are. I don't care what gang you're from. You know, sometimes your comments do help me sit there and reflect and really think about what I'm going to say and create great perspectives to provide on YouTube. So I thank you for that as well. It's comments like this and individuals like you that really continue to encourage me to get on YouTube and say what I need to say. And I apologize in advance that me and you are always on the wrong foot and you dislike me for what I do and my messages. But like, I can't please everybody. So with that being said, like I always say, it's one life, one chance. We only got one chance to do this right. Let's get it done. Peace.